Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I'm your host, OliveXC, a top 10 player at this game. Today, we are doing Tutor Tuesday, where I review a subscriber game and help them, and you, the viewer, get better at the Game of Risk. Today's game comes from Rezme, a new up-and-coming content creator, and this is a game on his YouTube channel that he gave me permission to show to everybody here. So, looking forward to sharing the game with all of you. This is a progressive game on the United States map. You can see the bonuses right here. This is a content creator in action right here, folks. He's just thinking and engaging with his audience and immediately showing the map and his strategy and what he's trying to do. I think it's going to be very, very important for our protagonist, in this case the white player Rezme, to spread out as much as possible. I believe one of his most important areas for him to spread out is going to be right there. And this is because that location is one of his most isolated, on the board. Everything else that he has is located right here. So there really isn't much that he's going to be able to do to get to the left-hand side of the board. If he loses this 3 right here, he can't access this blue 4 easily. He can't access this purple 4. He can't access the this pink 2. It's very strategically important to his overall game that he protects that right there. And now we see a very interesting move by the black player, just going all in on attacking and taking over a continent for themselves. I don't actually hate the move. What I do hate is them doing the 4v2 right there. If all they did instead was they just fortified their 4 from right here into their 1 and had a strong 2-point guard, it would be very unlikely that anyone would be able to break easily. The blue player would have to do a very risky 6v5, or the purple player would have to do a very risky 5v4. And even if the purple player was successful, the next turn the black player can just hit them back and take it over. That's why on progressive maps, and I have a video yesterday where I play on Italy and everything goes horribly wrong to me until watch the video to see what happens. But in all seriousness, these small maps that have a lot of continent heavy areas, examples kind of include this area right here, or we can see like this area right here, very continent heavy. It's very, very important if you can't get a continent yourself to deny the opponents. Otherwise you're just going to fall behind or have to get some really good kills in progressive, which can be very, very challenging. Also, I like to pause right here for a second. Critical moment of the game I think that the Rezme did that was very good. I don't think he realized how good it was. So he may put more troops on his 4, which was very, very important. But then if you notice, if I go back a tiny bit, the black bot decided to hit this black 3. Bots, my good people, like to take the highest base percentage rolls unless they're going for a continent of some kind, or they have a strategic purpose, or they're acting as a rampage bot where they're attacking haphazardly, going for specific territories. In this case right here, the bot could have done a 6v4, a 6v4, a 6v4, or a 6v3 right here. Since a 6v4 is 75%, 6v3 is 90%, the bot hit there. If instead Rezme did not put anything right here on his 4, he could have been hit really, really hard and been in a very tough situation for himself. One of the best decisions I think he made all game right there. Literally, when you play this game for thousands of hours like me, you do things like you find articles online about bots and you read about the bots and you question what you're doing with your life as you learn about the bots in a a small game. But I love Risk so much. And Like the fact that I'm able to make these kind of videos for you guys, and I say this all the time, like I'm so happy doing this. Like when you guys send me a comment saying how happy you guys are, or I'm employing a new like editing technique, like the music, and you guys are really like appreciative of it, it just makes me like really happy. So like honestly, keep those comments happy. Like it's what I live for. Whether I stay at like around 400 subscribers now, or if I get lucky and end up getting a little bit bigger, that's going to be every video I think is a fun opportunity to grow and to learn. Looking at here, by the way, as blue goes through their turn, they are hilariously over attacking for no apparent purpose. Attacking a bot is pointless, and they're basically just weakening their whole position right here. Again, no reason to be doing that for themselves. So it just shows that they are being a weaker player. Also, we can see the black player unnecessarily did a 2v1. No reason to do that. Highly likely that it's going to fail. And now we see that they're just going all out against the purple player. But like, look at this. They are down to 9 troops because 1, they made a lot of attacks early on and got into a war with the purple player. 2, they lost their 3, like right here. And now they just have nothing left. This is what a lot of like newer players do, where they just prey like on emotions. The best thing that you can always do when in progressive is just spread out like when you can. Like we look at Rezme, what he's doing really, really well is he suggests opponent seeks revenge instead of going for something. I don't know how often I click on these cards. Like I actually kind of stopped using them myself in my videos because no one was looking at them that much. I just focused on the end card, but if he has fun with the cards, go for it. But Rezme right here, look at how he's spread out. He has a position here, he has a position up here, and a position here. So he's perfectly placed to take cards for himself. However, he makes, I think, probably one of his biggest mistakes of the game right here. The biggest item comes up at the end. Stick around, kids, to watch and see what goes on. But you left your 10 right here. And I feel leaving this 10 right here was one of the biggest mistakes that you can make for yourself. Who is the weakest player on the board right now? The black player. The black player is located right up here in the upper right-hand corner of the board. How are you going to kill the black player? Well, you can't because your 10 is located right here. You would have to like attack this 5, go down. It's just not worth it for you. And by that time, the bot or someone else like may trade in for themselves. If you would move your 10 from here over to here, you would have better access to the right-hand side of the board because currently your 5 right here is blocked because Georgia is blocked right there. So given that your 4 located right here is able to attack around the board very, very easily for yourself. Right here, it can attack this red, it can go around and hit pink if it needs to. Like, there's no reason for this 10 to be here because the only thing that you're going to be able to do is hit this purple 5. But purple's at 10 troops, so you're most likely not going to be going for that kill right away. So at the end of the day, the absolute best thing you can do is move this 10 to here for Pete's sake. Like, I can say this a bajillion times. Like, I can draw an arrow. I can make this a sun and tell you to move it here. What else can I draw to emphasize this? I can make a heart. I can make a rectangle. Or, I don't know, maybe that's like a trapezoid. I'm so bad at drawing, guys. But I think that's like the critical move of the game. The other thing I think that is important, besides that, I think that went in your favor, was when the pink player hit blue and knocked him out of the pocket right there. This was important because blue ended the alliance with you. You can see that it went away. And now your position right here is protected. So you can attack blue, and they know that there's nothing that they can do about it. You can just stay right there, and like you're fine. Like you're right to not attack Texas. But again, he didn't move this. We now come to, I think, a very important part of the game right here, and this is something that comes up a lot. It happens in my games all the time, and and this is what happens when a new player gets unnecessarily strong. We can see right there that they are at 26 troops, but they can grow very aggressively very quickly. When this happens, the best thing that I can recommend is really leave them alone, because frankly, if you make them your enemy, they will ruin their game because you tried to ruin theirs. It's silly when you think about it, right? I mean, like, but if this player is unable to attack fast, they don't understand the importance of eliminating players for their cards. If you can like get like a 25 set of some kind, then you can use a 25 set to take out a player, get a 30 set, and then like a 35 set taking out someone else. The extra like 15 to 20 troops that the pink player may get over this time would be nothing compared to like the 60 troops that you're getting taking out like the other players. For that reason, just wait for your right time, and in an end game, as long as you're not tremendously behind, you should be able to get the players like for a win right here. So now we see another quick thing that you've done right here. You left all of your troops right here and then attacked to 1. I was a little bit hesitant on this because if the bot has a set at 3, there is a chance that they turn in, they can hit your 5 right here. And you can see right here, they do have the set. They decide to not attack you, which is very fortunate in your case. You can also see right here the really big chance that now that black is super weak for themselves right here. Like, you never know when you're surrounded by a bot what can happen at any like an individual time where you can get like more cards for yourself. Now we can see because the trade-in occurred, the pink player is going for the blue player. It's a little risky because they are going to lose a lot of troops. It's not guaranteed to work, and here we go, it failed. Honestly, the pink player was in a commanding position, and there was no reason for them to do that. And now we see the blue player is about to go, and they're trading in, obviously. The right move is that they should be going down and taking out black right away for their cards. And then after they get that trade-in, they may be able to swing around and maybe even take out, probably not purple, but they can at least stay alive because it won't be worth it to take them out at that point. Instead, I'm like, I'm the blue player. I'm angry at pink. And then they just leave their troops right here like this. And now look, this is so juicy that the black player is on 5 cards. They have 7 troops. There have been 3 trade-ins. It is a slam dunk. If you can kill the black player, you absolutely have to go for it. No ifs, ands, or buts. So we can see now, like the purple player correctly trading in. They are going for the attack. If you had left your troops right here, they would have to attack a blue 6, which would make it less likely for their attack to be successful, by the way. Another added benefit, you're blocking someone from making a key attack. Because right now they're at 10 troops. If they had been down another 5 troops, they could have been at a 3v1 or a 2v1, and they could have potentially had failed that last roll right there as they were going for the kill. Yeah, but now the purple player is pretty strong. And look, the pink player traded in early. They have all the sets and continents in the world. They get one little break from purple, and look how weak they are now. Now look, now they're just taking these continents like right here. And now look, now they're going for the blue kill, and they fail. So obviously, pausing right here. This is the key moment of the game for yourself. Like, you should be trading in and getting the win 100% of the time. So if I were to path this out right here, the blue player is at 1 troop, but if you take them out, you'll be unable to get a trade in because you will be at 1 card for yourself. The purple player is at 24 troops. Given the risk of taking out the purple player, failing, and then giving the game to the pink player, the best thing I think that you can probably do is just probably trade in, go in and take out the blue player, and then with your additional cards, then probably take out the red player, and then try to make an alliance with purple and leave them alone. But let's see what you decide to do here. So you attack purple, and you get blue. Good. Now let's see what you do. Let's go, Rezme. Okay, you take out red. That's good. You're now at 4 cards, so it's going to put a target on your back. Purple is very likely to have a set. So if purple were to have the set right here, let's see, would they be able to kill you? Let's do that math right there. So if you decided not to attack purple right here, they would get a total of 5 troops. All the remaining, they have this 4 right here, so this become a 9. And then they would attack and this become like a 29 if they traded in. That would you have a total of 38 troops right now. The 29 cannot take out a 38 unless they get insane luck. So it's actually going to be better for you like to wait and hold. Sorry, the pink player will get 6 troops right here, putting them at 35. You would have a 20 right here and get a 25, putting yourself at 45 troops. You would and the pink player has no chance of trading in. The purple player cannot take out the pink player. So the safest thing that you can do is you placed on Texas, wait until you got a card. You can go up, hit, up, hit, up. You have to hit a 3 right here, unfortunately. But so it's a total of 42 troops. Hit this 3, go back, hit here, hit these troops, and then you get the kill like that with this super weird... Is that a toilet? Did I just draw a toilet as a way of getting an attack? Let's protect the YouTube algorithm. I'm not going to go any farther with that rabbit hole, kids. But now we come to the biggest decision right here of what happens during this game. And you try to kill the purple player. And you got a little bit of tunnel vision. And unfortunately, you got some very, very good dice when you needed some very, very bad dice. And then you recognize that you couldn't kill them. And then you kept going for it because you couldn't do it. Because you were panicking a little bit right there. It just kind of comes... And now you're just kind of like laughing a little bit to yourself. And it's like, there's not much that you can do. Like the pink player passed it out perfectly. They get the kill right here. And we can see, yeah, with a 5v4 and then like a 6v4, odds like over 90% they get the kill. They get the trade in. They now have 20 more troops than you. And remember what I said before about just let the noob get strong and they just take them out in the endgame with the trade in? Well, if you give them an overwhelming lead, you can see right here, they're attacking with camera animations on, and they're attacking very, very slowly for themselves, but they're at 50 troops, and you're at 33. You'll be unable to kill them in the next round. They'll know enough to break your bonuses, and there's just not going to be much that you can do for yourself. So there's a nice end game that kind of comes up where there's like attacks back and forth. I'll just speed ahead a little bit where you get like get a trade in on 4, you're attacking around the map and you're doing some cool things for yourself. And you have a little bit of a troop lead right now and minor mistakes with pathing that you could do a little bit better. But again, it's like, doesn't really matter too much. Because when we go ahead for ourselves, we can see right here, the pink player is super close to a nice number. There is not much that you are able to do at this time right here. But Rezme, this was an excellent game for the audience. Always know about how to stay spread out around the map. Did an excellent job doing that. Know how to position yourself to go for the kills, and being aware of the map awareness, know when to hit players and to go for those attacks. This is OliveXC and Rezme signing off.